Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be playing Bedwars, and I'm also going to be talking about it. So, there has been a recent, well not so recent, but it happened like a few weeks ago, month ago, and there was a new update. So, as you can see in tab, every single person is either an Alex or a Steve, and you cannot see their name. Obviously I can see mine because it's mine, but you cannot see other people's names. So, the reason why I think Hypixel made this is because let's say you're a YouTuber and you are not nicked, or you're like a YouTuber and you don't have like YouTube rank or MVP plus plus and you hop in the game and then everyone's gonna be like targeting you or stream sniping you. Then you would be like, well, this is a good update because now the snipers or the hackers are not gonna be able to tell if you're like streaming. Well, they won't be able to tell, but they won't be able to tell like what lobby you're playing in or everything like that. But that would be wrong. So Hypixel admins may think that this update was a good thing and a success, but it was quite the opposite. It was more on the side of a failure. And the reason why I say this is because if you ask every single, well, whatever, I put it wrong so I could hurry up, but if you ask every single Bedwars player, they will say the same thing. This update sucks, and I hope that they roll it back and they undo this. Why? Because, bro, before they made this whole update, you were able to see people's name in the leaderboard. I mean, not leaderboard, but in the tab before you played. And this was a good thing because some clients, legit by the way, those clients would be able to do this command called /who, and they would check something like the player stats, the player wins, player everything. So checking these things was important because it allowed sweats like me to double check if a player was legit or if they were like really sweaty. Which I think that this is also why Hypixel did this, so that you cannot really tell anymore who is like sweaty or not. And this means that you don't really have a choice but to actually play against whoever you have to play against. You can't just pick who you're queuing against anymore, which makes it so that queuing into a game is like way faster and it's gonna be better on Hypixel side, but it just ruined the game. It ruined something really important that was a part of the game, and that is called avoiding being hacked on. Yeah, I know, something so simple and so unimportant for Hypixel to consider it. It's just so fucking weird, bro. Sorry for the curses, but Hypixel messed up because whether they did this so that players will stop Q dodging, or they did this so players will stop like sniping and hacking, that just doesn't matter. Because it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna help anybody. Like, my personal opinion, it's not gonna help anybody. And that's already the case because some people are like, oh, but it's gonna help everyone because now you cannot be hacked against or sniped. Well, that's not the case because you guessed it. Hackers and snipers, they have new clients that basically allow them to know where you're playing, know where you are without like needing, regardless of the whole fucking update. So everything that Hypixel did was undone by the whole purpose of what they were doing. So for me, I think it's pretty stupid. I think it's kind of funny because Hypixel always does stuff thinking that they're gonna solve something or they're gonna do something cool. No, they only made the game worse. So instead of helping the players, they're just ruining the game experience and they removed the only thing that helped you see if a player was hacking or not. How? Well, pretty simple. By looking at a player stat, you could tell if they were hacking or not, or if they were in a party. The clients would basically go like, this guy might be a sniper. Why? Well, if you look at the stats, the guy has level 0, no stars, no anything, no final kills. And for those who don't know, Hypixel Bedwars has this mode where if you are under a certain amount of stars, you're going to be queued into a special queue. And this special queue is for players that don't have enough stars, and it's like, oh yeah, you're like level 5. Let's queue you against the the people of your level because we don't want you to like rage quit because you play against like a pretty bad person like hacker or like really sweaty person. So instead of throwing the level 5 nons into the wolves, they give them the chance to like learn, which for me is a good thing. But the problem that comes to this is if you see a player who is level 0 and all of that stuff, and they're not in the special queue, then they're in a party because the only way for a low level player to not be in the special queue is if they're in a party. But you know, as I was saying, just normal for Hypixel to screw the common player. Like I said, I went on a 100 win streak with my friends, and it did work out. And the way that we were able to tell who was a cheater and who was a potential threat, like who was a potential cheater or sniper, was because of their stats. So if you see a player that has 0 stars, 0 final kills, then you should know that that player shouldn't be playing against you if you're playing like doubles or threes or fours. Why? Because Hypixel created a special queue so that low levels can play against low levels. So if a low level plays against a high level, then that means that they have to win a party. And this is how we could visually see that someone might be a threat, that someone might be a cheater. But my main problem is everything was perfectly fine. This update just came all of the sudden. It was something that nobody complained about. Nobody ever went like, yeah, man, I hate the whole thing about people being able to see stats. That's disgusting. People shouldn't be able to do that. Like yuck. I hate being protected against hackers. Nobody complained ever. Literally nobody. And yet Hypixel, of course, had to do something about it because, like, I don't mean to be like mean to the Hypixel server. Like, I know that they mean this with like the best intentions, stuff like that, but come on, man. They should know better because they already know that the stuff that they have done in the past just hasn't worked. Come on, come on. And what do I mean by that? So, if you guys don't know, there's this option, the Hypixel menu, that it basically lets you toggle whether you want your win streak to be public or not. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter if it's public or not because people, and by people I mean like snipers and cheaters, they always have this special software that allows them to know what your win streak is. And how do I know this? Well, when I was doing the win streak with my friends, I started to notice that the higher the win streak got, the more snipers there were. And if they don't know what the win streak is, then how are they sniping? The only way that they could do that is if they know what the win streak is. Which means that the whole Hypixel hiding the win streak thing is just a load of BS that just doesn't do anything. And Hypixel is just not doing anything about it. For me, what Hypixel should have done is, instead of doing this stuff, which harms the common player, they should have done something that harms the hackers instead. Like, instead of making you unable to see player stats and seeing if they are potential cheaters, why couldn't Hypixel do something useful? Like, I don't know, man. Update Watchdog. You know what? I think it's just stupid. Watchdog. I think it's so stupid. And I think that every player thinks it's stupid. Because I used to play a lot of Skywars back in my fucking day. I'd be cursing a lot, sorry. But I used to play a lot of Skywars back when the game was like actually inhabitable and actually fun to play. But nowadays, Skywars is just horrible. If you want to play a match of Skywars, well, get ready because you're about to face 50 billion different hackers. And it gets boring. It gets annoying because it's the same story every single game. And you would think that Watchdog would do something about it because how hard can it be to like do that? Apparently it's too hard if Hypixel can't do it. Like, no, I get it. It takes a lot of coding, it takes a lot of work, and they have to put like a lot of thought into it. But come on, man. Just please be honest. Is it really that hard to hire developers that know how to code and are willing to do new codes or do new things that will help them create a better anti-cheat, a better file? Watchdog. It just cannot be that difficult, bro. It really can't. Because if like, yeah, I get it, it's coding. Coding is work. Like, it's a lot of work. But if you're willing to tell me that Hypixel has 50 billion different admins working on like updates for Skylake every single day, every single week. Skylake is a complicated game to code. Like, I get it. You have to do a lot of stuff. You have to make sure that there's no bugs. If you can hire people that just can code a whole new game, then you should be able to do more than just hire people who can code something to help you. Fuck. This is the second game that I played against someone who has golems. They get like Shiba or something. Yep, yeah, come on. That stupid dinosaur is so annoying. Well, I don't have anything anymore, so actually, I know what I'm gonna do. This easy. Anyways, I just think Hypixel is stupid for that, and that is the whole point of the video. Have a nice one.